Hello and welcome to another Motors.co.uk video review, this time on the electric Mini. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, and click that bell so that you're notified each and every time we upload a new video. When the original Mini was launched back in the late 50s, no one quite predicted just how popular it would become. It was a pocket-sized family car that was designed to be practical, fun and affordable. Fast forward 70 years and this latest generation model, albeit not as dinky, has evolved to offer the same basic principles, but now this latest version is available with an electric powertrain. The question is though, can a car with a small cabin really afford to sacrifice limited practicality in favour of batteries? And ultimately, how does it affect the fun character of the car? That's what we're here to find out. From the outside, there are a few styling differences that set the electric Mini apart from its more conventionally powered sibling. First, there's a solid grille and these optional alloy wheels that are inspired by 3-pin plug sockets. And apart from some badging, there's very little that makes it stand out from a normal Mini. The cabin of the Mini always had an upmarket feel to it, and the electric version is no different. What else would you expect from a brand partner of BMW? Everything has a well-weighted, solid feel to it, and as with the original Mini, there's a circular dial mounted in the centre console. But rather than it just displaying your speed, it's home to either a 6.5 or 8.8 inch infotainment system. It's controlled via a dial between the front seats rather than the touchscreen. It's quite different in terms of usability to most other modern cars, so it will take a little bit of getting used to, but there's nothing that really feels out of place. What is new is the 5.5 inch screen in front of the driver where the dials normally go. That shows information like how much electric charge there is and the car's speed. The electric Mini is only available as a 3-door, so that means anyone getting in the back will have to squeeze through a small gap between the front seat and the door pillar. Once there isn't much space for head or legroom. In fact, because some of the batteries live under the rear seats, it means there's even less space than a regular Mini. Room in the boot, on the other hand, is on par with the standard Mini, and the standard 2-level boot floor and split folding rear seats mean that you can extend the cabin space if you need to carry bigger items. Now on to the big question of how the Mini drives. After all, it was famed for its go-kart like handling and a nippiness around town nature. Well, on the face of it, it's pretty positive. It's quicker than most of its rivals, doing 0 to 60 in just under 7.5 seconds, and because it's electric, there's only one gear, which means you've got instant acceleration whenever you put your foot down. You can set the car up to your driving style too through one of the driving modes, which include Sport, Mid, Green and Green Plus. This adjusts the accelerator response depending on your eco-friendly mood. Despite the addition of the weight of batteries, the electric Mini still feels nimble and agile, especially when driven back to back with some of its main rivals. There's very little body lean through the corners, but there is a bit of a detached feel between the steering wheel and the front wheels, which can make cornering a little bit unnerving. The ride is a little on the firm side too. The big problem with converting a small car to electric is that you need to find space for the batteries, and the more batteries you fit, the more it compromises practicality. This has ultimately meant the range isn't as strong as some of its competitors. Manufacturer figures claim the Mini Electric will return around 145 miles on a full charge, but that's based on careful driving and lots of regenerative braking. Realistically, it should be closer to the 100-mile mark, which will be off-putting for some. Charging takes around 4 hours from empty using a 7 kilowatts home wall box, or you can get around 80% in around 40 minutes from a 50 kilowatt rapid charger. But if you find yourself using a 3-pin plug, then charging to 80% will take the best part of around 12 hours. There is a lot to like about the electric Mini. It's got the nippy character of the original, but in a package that's totally green. Yes, some of the practicality has been compromised and the range is fairly limited, but the cabin is well built and it's surprisingly well priced, and for many, it will be well worth considering.